I see a few people came across my channel already and stumbled upon, so welcome. We most likely are not going to share the same opinions, but anyway, welcome. And for those who want to know how I stand on certain things, for example, how do I stand on on the topic of Donald Trump? Well, I think he's an ineffective leader. I think he lacks the integrity, intelligence, just about everything to be a leader of this country. Um, Besides, all his nasty policies against various groups of people. I don't agree on his immigration policy, his education policy, his economic policies, his foreign affairs policies, his you name it. I don't agree with anything. I think he's dangerous. I think he actually is incompetent. I don't think he knows what he's doing. But there are a few things that I agree with on Donald Trump. For example, I agree with him when a while ago, this is about 20, 30 years ago, said, if I ever run for office, I'll run as a Republican. I would run as a Republican because they're a lot easier to convince. Democrats have better policies overall, but Republicans are easier to convince of just about anything. And he's got you convinced that he's the smartest man alive and knows everything about everything, including cancer, grass, space, everything, every single thing. He knows best. There's no other experts except for Donald Trump. So, yeah, he was right about running as a Republican. Another thing I agree with him when he says, smart people don't like me. True, for the reason that smart people can listen to him talk for about 2 minutes, and then they can say, well, this guy is full of shit. He doesn't make any sense. He has absolutely no idea what he's talking about. He's making up stuff. He's going off of tangents just to hide the fact that he doesn't know shit. And that could be the appeal for those who voted for Donald Trump, because they don't necessarily have to know anything. They just listen to a guy make a very passionate speech. One thing I will give him, he is a very passionate guy. He does not yield. He does not give up. He's got passion. And they listen to this passionate speech, and this passionate speech essentially says, I don't know what he says, because he starts talking about one thing, finishes another, and I can't follow that. No one can follow that. No logical, smart person can follow his words, his speeches. They just make no sense, especially without a teleprompter. He's very much like a barbarian. There was a game called Heroes of Might and Magic back in the 90s, and there was this one race, and they're barbarians, and they only could be persuaded by power. So that's how Donald Trump persuades everyone, by suing everyone and by threatening everyone. Yeah, that's how I feel. Have a good one.